What up, guys? Today I am super fucking excited to bring you one of my favorite characters. I've been waiting to main this guy for the longest time. Raccoon. I played him in beta. I absolutely loved him. It was just non-stop summons, shields, fucking. He had a really good mix of survivability as well as his photon minigun, one of my favorite powers, sitting there just blasting away non-stop. This guy does a ton of freaking damage. Has a lot of survivability. I took off his dash power just like I did with magic. I feel like it works really good. In my opinion, you don't need one. I've been running Cosmic for a few days now, just running through content non-stop. A lot of fucking fun to play. The bit I really wanted to focus on, having a really solid power to pretty much, shoot mobs with really good single target DPS, as well as just obliterate people in AoE, and maximize on really his summon gameplay, maximize on crit, maximize on brutal strike as well. So let's hop into the build here. First off, very stable power, photon minigun. This ability is really nice. Does a shit ton of damage. Just due to the fact that it's going to be critting and brutaling so many times. You're shooting, 8.6 times per second without it even being buffed from its attack speed that it's going to get with the build here, and from its damage. Stacks up to 30 times. It's going to give you 1% attack speed as well as 2% damage from the talents that we have here in this build. Next up, it's going to be shoot and run. This is going to give you back 100% plasma ammo, as well as it's going to shoot you backwards, kind of like rocket. You see there, he does a 2 shots. He'll jump backwards, really gives you the ability to avoid any AoEs that are coming, and it's also going to command Groot to attack the target, which is really nice because Groot's going to be doing a ton of damage by himself. We also have, it looks like keybound, shooting runs keybound to square for ease of use for me. For the circle, I have the H7 Fleet Slayer. This is going to be a really nice AoE power. Pretty much has 5 charges with the build. It only has a 4-second cooldown as well, so these will just continually regenerate the entire time you're in combat. It does about 20k on average in damage unbuffed. When you're in combat, this is going to be doing crits and brutals of 150k easy. Really nice power. My stats are really pretty high at the moment on top of that, so I'll breeze through Cosmic with this build. But with that being said, when I hit Cosmic, I just obliterate things. So next up, I have my friend Groot here. Really good skill here. One, you get this at a very low level. Rocket Raccoon and Groot in this game especially, it's pretty much synonymous. I'm pretty sure throughout the comic series they've been together for the most part as well. So two best buds here. So it has a 1-minute summon duration. It does substantially more damage than that's listed there, just due to his critical strike and his brutal trance. He has good health. I believe he taunts people innately as well, which is really nice, and whenever you reuse it, he does like a big AoE. Again, with that crit chance and brutal strike chance, he will do a lot of damage. You can spec him with some of the talents to be more survivable, to increase your survivability, so he won't be increasing your damage by chance. But unless you're dying a lot, maybe in the Cosmic Trial, you could potentially spec that. But I was able to breeze through it absolutely no fucking problem. And I mean, this is the exact build I'm running in endgame, just obliterating Dr. Doom, Ultron, Callius, I think that's what his name is, on the Dimensions Collide, just running through content non-stop. Next up is our turrets here. So you've got the blaster turret. You're pretty much one of your staple ones. This is going to do a nice shot versus just that AoE that the others do. Does really good damage though. Does 7k on average, and then the Fleet Slayer missile that I have it spec'd into is going to do about, I don't know, about 8k or so. But this is going to be hitting for a lot more than that with your crit and brutal chance that you have, and just the fact that you have 3 of them, they're hitting so many times. It'll last about 20 seconds. I usually try to pop them a little bit before that, just kind of in my rotation in combat here. Next up we have, it looks like that's around the L2X. Next up we have the Time Warp turret. Very nice ability that you'll unlock a little bit later. It's going to do a slow of 60% and move speed to everybody around you, as well as do 3905 at my current build here, twice per second. And then if it gets destroyed, it'll also self-destruct, which is really nice and do like a little AoE damage. And these usually get destroyed, especially if you're going up against a really strong boss, or just like a juggernaut, a one-shot boss. So that's kind of why I proc them up a little bit more than 20 seconds in. Next up is a suppression turret. Sets up an automated turret that periodically stuns and weakens enemies. You get 2 of these, just as you will with the time warp turret. It has a cooldown of 5 seconds. I believe they all have cooldowns of 5 seconds as well. So they're going to continually refresh until they're maxed out on charges. It's going to do 5,000 to 8,000 damage every time it hits. So overall, it's not too bad. I really like it for the weekend that it applies. More importantly, really it's going to decrease from the damage that they do, and it'll periodically stun people, which is also very, very nice. I feel like it does a little bit more than that as well. Oh yeah, you can spec it to shoot off lightning and all that, but I spec more into the photon minigun in that particular talent tree. Lastly, the Hadron Enforcer. This ability is an absolute beast. I've got my power, I've got Mech Fall, my ultimate level a little bit high, so I've got a level 10 to 13, somewhere between there. So mine hits for a good amount. With my particular one, I've seen it brutal for 750k, multiple enemies. If I'm shooting this off, high crit chance, high brute chance in my particular build that I have here, and this is just going to really cap that off and just blast people away. If I shoot this off on a bunch of regular mobs like non-elites, this will most likely take 75% of the health, if not just obliterate them outright. So very, very nice skill. I pop this every single time it's up. Absolutely love the ability. Quick, precise, easy, damage to the point. So those are kind of his talents there. I'll go over his ultimate real quick, which is really nice. Mech Fall. As you can see, mine's level 13, but you pretty much hop into a freaking mech suit. Little guy in a big mech suit. Has a 30-second duration. Gives you 90% damage absorption. Very, very nice. It's on a 10-minute cooldown. Mine's a little bit lower just due to my level with it. And then, you're going to be you have 4 skills to use: the mech dash, the missile arm, the rocket jump, and the rampart arms phaser cannon. The phaser cannon is kind of like a cone AoE that you sit there and spread out, kind of like a big fucking gun. Rocket jump, you pretty much jump and land on the enemy. The missile arm is probably one of my go-to abilities. You're going to be shooting out a shit ton of missiles, just blasting people away, and I like it just because it shoots out, I think, 5 or 6 missiles, but when they hit, each one's going to do an AoE, and each one has like a chance to crit and brutal. So you shoot off 5 missiles at, let's say, 7,000 damage. Each one of those 5 missiles is going to do at least the listed damage, or the RNG damage that happens, but on top of that, it's going to be a critical and brutal as well. And then the mech dash, you kind of just dash around like your average dash, except this one is going to be doing 25k at least on there. Some of the traits that I have, base damage to summons. So you're really going to want to spec, you do 25% base damage to summon powers. So very, very nice skill there. He's a summoner. I mean, what do you expect? Damage, I've got mine up to 120%. You get it from energy and intellect. He's more adept at dodging and deflecting, so that's really where you're going to want to put your defenses into. I do have some defense as well, just because I feel like it gives it like a nice rounded out defense, and he's able to see enemies on the mini map, which is handy actually. And then his innate primary resource is plasma ammo, which it works exactly like Star-Lord's ammo. It doesn't restore until it's pretty much fully drained, and then it restores fully after 5 seconds. But he also has a shield capacity, which is an innate shield that it absorbs all incoming damage, as it says there. And with this particular build, we're going to be gaining our shields back constantly as long as we're in that area of effect of our I believe it is the one of these freaking turrets here. Yeah, of our time warp turret. So sorry, I completely missed that earlier. I'm pretty sure you can scroll down more to see that, but I guess not. But anyways, next up are talents. First one we're going with I Am Groot. This is going to give him 100% more damage, 100% more health, and do plus 10% on the damage and critical hit rating. Quick, easy. He's already got plus 10% on critical and brute, so he's going to be doing a shit ton of damage by himself, doing criticals and a ton of brutes. Next up, photon minigun, which is a necessity for this build. This is what I talked about earlier. It increases the max stacks from 20 to 30, and it gives you an attack speed boost on top of that already applied damage boost. So once you're shooting, after about 4 seconds or so, you're going to have 30% extra attack speed, and you're going to have 60% extra damage per hit. And that thing fucking hits like a billion times. I was going to say it hits like a monster, but it hits like a bunch of fucking bees, like African killer bees that are fucking chasing your ass down. Next up, time warp turret. This is something that's going to be regenerating your shields at 5% per second, and you'll have 2 of these out, as well as doing damage over time. So it's 309, 3,900 damage over time, twice per second. Then you have the warp turret. Oh yeah, you just get an extra turret here to have a max charge of 2 versus 1. And then I've got the upgraded plasma shells for the blaster turret. As you can see, it increases the damage of heavy plasma rifle, but for this build we do not need that AoE. We need something that's going to be gunning down the main boss, because you will be absolutely obliterating everything outside of the boss. It fires a little bit slower, but deal damage in the area around the target. So you want that extra AoE, because it's going to also increase the damage per shot. I think like double or triple of that original damage that it does when you first get it. And then lastly, we have the blaster turret. Blaster turret can now fire Fleet Slayer missiles. Excuse me, it's called upgraded Fleet Slayer. Exploding enemies every few seconds. Very, very nice ability here. That's just going to increase your Fleet Slayer missiles from 4 to 5, and it's going to reduce that cooldown per charge by 2 seconds. It's also going to give you an extra blaster turret. So what essentially that is going to mean for us is that as an individual, you're going to be blasting people non-stop with your photon minigun. You're going to go in there and drop all your turrets. You're going to go in there and freaking shoot off 5 missiles in a row and just really obliterate and blow everybody to bits. You're going to want to have Groot summon in there fucking using his ability. And you're also going to want to be firing off that Hadron Enforcer every 30 seconds, because it is a beautiful skill. What you will notice is that I do not have a dash on there, and that's because I don't need one. I mean, there are times situations get tricky. I may or may not die, but with that being said, those times are few and far between. I really try to avoid AoEs. I do have a little bit of trouble in the Ultron one, just because those 2 fucking Iron Man mechs come at you non-fucking stop. Doesn't matter who's in the way. They don't fucking like care about taunts. They run at you and then fucking like self-destruct or some bullshit. But the shoot and run, I really utilize that to its fullest potential. I want to make sure if I do have plasma ammo and I see an AoE I can't get out of, I'm looking at the enemy, I'm fucking shooting, boom, doing his little flip backwards. His synergies, which I'll also list on the page, these are the ideal synergies. I may throw an Iron Man on there on the back end, but as you can see, all my synergies are plasma ammo, explosive, gun, melee. I couldn't get away from that just because some of the other guys incorporated in there have melee with their other ideal synergy. Anyways, range, summon, plus 10%. Cooldown, damage versus bosses, normals, elites, fighting. Don't know where I had that fighting on there. I can't remember who's fighting. I'd have to double check here. But health Reagan, health on hit, intelligence. I wanted to get Iron Man for his ranged and energy, but I felt like overall it wasn't like a big necessity. Really just overall, who the hell has fighting? Oh yeah, I think, oh yeah, War Machine, that's right. I love the guy. War Machine's fucking fantastic. Next up, my infinity points. I put all my infinity points into brutal, just due to the fact that I have such a high crit chance, that I want a brutal. Oh, I have such a high critical and brutal chance, because I'm fucking all into the end game right now, the current end game in beta. But I wanted to have the highest brutal damage. What I did for the Cosmic Trials is I put all the points into mind over matter. I wanted a very high critical hit chance. with that being said, you know, it is what it is. If you need more defense during the trial, you may or may not need it. But again, this build, I had absolutely no problem going through Cosmic. I blew through it probably as easy as Doctor Strange would do it. Probably as easy as I did with Beast as well. Watch out for Mandarin's Fire. You're going to be killing everybody. But lastly, my gear. I'll show you guys my gear that I have right now. I mean, I'm fucking cosmic out. I got everything cosmic and modified. Pretty much to a T. I'm really going for like summoner damage, really high crit chance, ranged, gun, really high brutal chance as well, and just damage for crit and brutal. I try to obviously get the cosmic items so they have different synergy, or excuse me, cosmic affixes on them, because only one cosmic affix will be registered on your particular gear. But that takes a little finagling to do, a lot of crafting and trying to rearrange stats or just finding new gear. Currently, my artifacts I'm using, crossbow and teaching credentials, very nice, gives me energy. I got the Cargill's rewrite, you know, it's going to give me that 3-minute cooldown on resurrection, as well as +3 to all attributes on this one. Very nice. It's going to increase my damage significantly. And then my modified Sinister's cosmically enhanced diamond. Very fucking fantastic. 1500 defense. It's going to give me, you know, 2000 defense total. Critical damage, brutal damage, 1 for energy and intelligence, and give me another 1 for both of those if they're both active at the same time. And then I got to modify with brutal strike and damage to summoning powers. My relic, I wanted more plasma ammo for good. I switched from dodge to plasma ammo whenever I got the Sinister's diamond because it gave me 2000 defense. And then, you know, basic cosmic spirit. I wanted to make sure I had a damage shield, just because every time I pop my med kit, I prefer to have a shield on there. And this one gives me health on hit as well, which I like. And then when you summon, gain 177 crit and 310 brutal strike rating, 14.6% attack speed. Neptune's trident, I'm leveling that. Probably be at that 3rd rank in a couple of days here. And then I've got, you know, 17 energy, 13 intelligence. This is kind of what I'm looking at right here. 2400 critical, 22,000 brutal strike, you know, and the damage is a little bit higher for both of those. I'm nearing 4,000 critical damage rating. 120 base damage, physical, you know, summons at 3,100 summoning damage rating. I could probably switch that off and just put on more base damage, or maybe like gun. But, you know, I have so many summons. Like Groot does a significant amount of damage. But yeah, that kind of sums it all up here. If you guys have any questions, definitely reach out. And fucking enjoy, because this build is so fun. Peace out.
I mean, half the time we barely even know why we doing what we do. We just know it makes us feel a little better. Get away, get away. Need some time to get away. Get away. I'm trying to get away, get away. Need some time to get away. Get away. Daddy, I no longer judge the way that you think. Put up the strongest fight against the coldest life, so I deserve at least a few drinks. I got a valley here, I got a valley there, so I deserve at least a few peaks. A little downtime, a little Crown Royale time, with at least a few peeps, right? Deal with enough problems of my own, I don't need what you think. Sight, got my own true meaning, I don't need to know what you think's life. Cause me and mine are coolly as hell, we gon' be fine. Wish the life was a game, cause I could use at least a few cheats. Cause when they gone, it's usually just me and a bottle and a pack of blacks in my room, all alone. Drinking just to fast forward tomorrow, then hit replay at noon, boy. No, I'm not complaining about the life I live, or I don't. I just don't want the complaining about the vices I used to cope. Cause I'm good, I promise I'm good, I ain't losing my hope. Understood, reality's what it should be, but I'm just trying to get away, get away. Need some time to get away. Get away. I'm trying to get away, get away. Need some time to get away. Get away. Mama, I now can understand the way that you work. You put in overtime, going to overdrive, so we didn't have to know of true hurt. And you didn't need assistance from a substance just to get by. And in due time, I realize your natural strength. I'm not trying to say that I'm weak or that I can't survive on my own. I just know I enjoy the way I be feeling with a little bit of that strong. And I know I enjoy the way I be feeling, taking liquor straight to the dome. Man, when I'm in pain, I numb that little bit on my own. I know that lots of other people have it worse than me. I never said they didn't, cause at the end of it I know, no matter what I'm going through, that I'ma have the pleasure to say that I'm winning. This is just the beginning. No, I'm not complaining about the life I live or I don't. I just don't want the complaining about the vices I used to cope. Cause I'm good, I promise I'm good, I ain't losing my hope. Understood, reality's what it should be, but I'm just trying to get away, get away. Need some time to get away, get away. I'm trying to get away, get away. Need some time to get away, get away. Swimming pool, dive straight in that liquor. Swim so far, I'm probably not coming back. I'll be gone till November, drinking straight and probably won't chase. I ain't got no worries, knocking shots down like a warrior. Homeboy, that's Stephen Curry when I'm home. I'm usually chilled out on the mattress with a 6-pack and some matches, getting zoned. I'll probably smoke a whole pack of them blacks. I say tonight is only for practice, boy. No, I'm not complaining about the life I live or I don't. I just don't want the complaining about the vices I used to cope. Cause I'm good, I promise I'm good, I ain't losing my hope. Understood, reality's what it should be, but I'm just trying to get away, get away. Need some time to get away, get away. I'm trying to get away, get away. Need some time to get away, get away. Wait, I'm throw, yeah, I'm throw, Aquaman, that's easy water. I'm Aquaman, that's easy water. Look, Jordan 7, Santo be the freshest. They know I'm wrecking, that's worth to progressive. Brand new Beretta, vacation to heaven. I'm Hannibal Lecter in Space Jam 11s. That cushion my side like I'm sponsored by Huff. Hope you got service, I'm calling your bluff. I be killing these tracks till they put me in cuffs. Got no love for a slut, these hoes too hard to trust. Niggas ain't ready for the flow, sweet. I spit like a chopper, I think I'm sick, fuck a doctor. She on my cock, so I knocked her, we on the block. No, we bogger the reefer louder than Waka. One beat, then go buy your whopper, cause I'm hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up, but we load the fuck up. Purple pole in my cup, if I told her how much, bet your hoe on the cut, cause I'm loaded, no lux, and I'm gone. Nigga in the zone, low key. Got this little white thing, call her Bo Peep. Bang bang, see if she can hang when I throw deep. Later on, we can get it on with some more freaks. In exchange, my no money swing, bitch, I'm 4 deep. I don't bang, if I join the gang, give me no sleep. I got gang, so if you a lane, you don't know deep. Puffin' on some OG, cut her like a goatee. Fly in the Hornet, no New Orleans. A nigga go ham on the track, Jeff Gordon. Many beats I gotta rap before I get a check from Jordan, bruh. Bars on lock, motherfucker, I'm the warden, motherfucker, this a warning. I'm killing with the flow. If you need them fast packs, Brady got them for the low. I hit up Jalen from the phone, my nigga said that this a go. Got some beats and some heat and some freestyle blow. Shit.
Yeah. She put on that Jodeci, I give it to her slowly. Flip the script, Mike Tyson it, I beat it like she owed me. Young God in this shit, man, I swear that the wave is holy. Ocean pack, we in this thing, you know me. Push that whip to legacy, I'm sliding like it's slippery. Young boys in my city, DJ triggers like they Tennessee. Latina from Dallas, she on me and I'm on Hennessy. She might fall in love, but I can't do it, my heart 10 degrees. Telling all the truth, no, I can't lie, can't tell no story. She bust it open for me, got her bustin' like a 40, yeah. Pop a jig, I'm ready, go down like it's 1980. She gon' pop it for me daily, that's my rubber band, baby, yeah. And you know just how it goes. I'm pulling, whipping, saucy, dripping, waving on these hoes, yeah. Like Lights, camera, action, gonna strike a pose. I'm feeling like I'm Drizzy, running through shit with my woes, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know just how it goes, yeah. When she put on that Jodeci, yeah. She put on that Jodeci, so you know that she want it, yeah. 2 a.m. the club just closed, so you know who she phoning, yeah. Hit me on my 6 and told me it's a flood warning. Girl, I'm from the ocean, I go swimming till the morning, yeah. Dipping through the traffic, I'm feeling like 90 Snoop. Keep my circle small, cause these men might turn